Support for Kalamazoo Lively Arts is provided by the Irving S. Gilmore Foundation, helping to build and enrich the cultural life of Greater Kalamazoo.
Now a different type of song and dance as the Civic Theater prepares for their performance of Oklahoma.
We are here on the set, on the stage of your Civic Theater. Brag on your institution. What are y'all about?
Well, I appreciate the opportunity. I mean, the little known fact that probably is most interesting is we are the third largest community theater in the country. We are a very big organization within the community theater industry across the country. And housed right here in little old Kalamazoo. Pretty amazing to have a nice big Broadway stage in the heart of Kalamazoo.
Here you are, 88 years young. How'd you get started?
Well, you know, it really started back in 1929 with a group of actors who came from Wright State, and they were part of Wright Summer Theater, and they bonded together. Howard Chenry was a high school teacher here in Kalamazoo, and the Coles were actors around this area. And they basically, along with my grandmother and grandfather, started, and Dorothy Dalton Upjohn, started the original troupe back in 1929.
All right, the secret's out. One of my favorite shows is Oklahoma. So tell me what it takes to put on a show, both on stage and backstage, say for an Oklahoma
Well,
production.
that's a good question, because it makes the best reality show in the world. Because when you announce you're going to do a show, then you start casting, and once you start casting, the clock starts ticking. And 6 weeks from that point, you're going to be live on stage opening night. So that means you're going to be casting, you're going to be working the music, you're going to be working the actors, creating the costumes, building the costumes, designing the set, building the set, designing the lights, putting it all in a very short time period.
Here we are on the set of Oklahoma, and you're going to teach me a little dance or two when it comes to choreography.
That's correct. Yeah. We're going to work on the dance section of The Farmer and the Cowman, and I'm going to put you into our large circle today so you can enjoy moving with almost every guy in the circle.
Let's go do it.
So let's go back.
All right, here we go.
So
here we go.
All right, so you're going to start off by stepping onto your right foot, and you're going to step on the right foot and reach your left hand.
And I'm going to join this good
You're
man?
going to join that gentleman's hand, and then you're going to step across.
Okay.
And then you will get my hand with your right hand, because you're going to switch hands every time. So you guys get ready, Zach. Here we go. Okay. And then step, and then you're going along the circle, and then we're going along.
Wow.
Yes. And
nice. Turn on the music quickly.
So is it Robbie? Are you the person?
Hey.
Exactly. So what I'd like to do is try it with music if we can.
Yeah.
Okay.
Ain't nobody gonna slug out anything around here. This here's a party. Sing it, Andrew. Dum diddy dum dum dum.
The farmer and the cowman should be friends. Oh, farmer.
Now take me back to your childhood. What memories do you have growing up here?
I grew up here. I grew up in this space. My father was the second managing director here. And so I was 6 years old when I first appeared on this stage in a production of Oliver back in 1967. And this is where I learned my craft. This is where I learned my own career. I later became a professional actor, spent a long time in regional theaters and summer stock and all over the country, and then eventually moved to Los Angeles and spent 17 years in Los Angeles. And got more into directing and business administration, and lucky enough to come back here, because this is literally my home.
Getting ready, you guys. Here we go. 5, 6, ready, and... Nice, and that's great. Perfect. That was fabulous, Shelley. Are we done?
And again, a show like Oklahoma, you must use some local musicians.
Oh yeah. Everybody's local. Oh yeah. Everybody's local. The musical director, the director. I mean, I've known Ben Zillman's the director. I've known Ben since I was 15 years old, so we go way back. And yeah, the idea is to bring as many of the community in as possible. Sure.
And you depend upon your community for time, talents, and treasure. for your
Absolutely,
theater? Yeah.
absolutely. In fact, we just completed, because of the overwhelming support we get from the community here in Kalamazoo, a $5.1 million campaign to help refurbish this beautiful old building. And the community is so supportive, and so they see what a gem we have here that's been here for so many years, and they just want it to always remain the same. And so that's what we're doing now, is we're refurbishing everything from the carpeting in the auditorium to the upholstery and the furniture that's still the original furniture from 1931 when we opened this facility, and the copper roof on top. We're getting set to redo it all.
So which character would you play in Oklahoma?
I'd be the guy in the back row saying, "Good job, way to go."
Good job, way to go. Congratulations on your operation.
Well, thank you very much.
Yes.
Oklahoma, where the wind comes sweeping down the plain, where the waving wheat can sure smell sweet when the wind comes right behind the rain. Oklahoma, every night my honey lamb and I sat alone and talk and watch a hawk making lazy circles in the sky. We know we belong to the land, and the land we belong to is grand. And when we sing, yow, yeah, we're only saying you're doing fine, Oklahoma, Oklahoma, okay.
Oklahoma, where the waving wheat can sure smell sweet when the wind comes right behind the rain. Every night we sit alone and talk and watch a hawk making lazy circles in the sky. Oklahoma, 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 we know where we Oklahoma's grand. And when we say, yeah, yeah, we're only saying you're doing fine, Oklahoma, Oklahoma, O-K-L-A-H-O-M-A, Oklahoma, yeah!